Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a very special 80s inspired video. I'm going to be reviewing the new Ready Player One Art3mis Game Over eyeshadow palette. I purchased this eyeshadow palette on hottopic.com. It cost me about $8 because it was 50% off on their website. So if you're interested in purchasing this palette, please go to your local Hot Topic or go on their website and you can get it there. The regular price for this is about $12. But if you have some coupons or if you have hot cash or any of that stuff, then you can purchase this. You can get it for a discounted price. This eyeshadow palette is based on the new film Ready Player One, directed by Steven Spielberg. I went to see this movie last week with my friend, and this movie completely blew me away because I'm a huge gamer, and this movie kind of gives a tribute to retro video games, 80s pop culture, and just pretty much the future and virtual reality, which I love. And I love the soundtrack as well. Who doesn't love 80s music? In the future, I'm going to make a review on this film, so stay tuned for that. And I know that the film differs very much from the novel, so this film kind of inspired me to actually go and purchase the novel by Ernest Cline. I'm dying to read that. I already purchased this on Amazon, so I'm ready to read the book because I'm really curious to see what it's all about. So one of the main reasons why I purchased this palette is because it has that 80s retro feel and it has that video game look, and I absolutely love the look of this palette. And Art3mis, of course, who's one of the gamers in the film and in the novel, she's a pretty cool chick. In the film, she's played by Olivia Cook. So let's go down to the Oasis and let's review this eyeshadow palette. So this is the cover of the palette. It has that beautiful 80s retro feel. It has like these 8-bit text characters with Art3mis' name on it. It says Game Over eyeshadow palette. Beautiful neon colors. And in the back, it shows all the colors that are inside, the contents. It's from Warner Brothers, of course. This is Ready Player One, 9 eyeshadow palette. Let's open this up and look at here. We have all of the colors. We have approximately 9 colors in this palette. Heavy Metal, Joystick, 8-track, Hacker, New Wave, 3-dimensional, Robotica, Synergy, and High Fidelity. And every eyeshadow palette has to have a little brush. Let's check out the details here. It's got a mirror. It's got a really nice mirror. It's got these stickers like, what did it say? Gunter Life. Second place never looks so good. Who wants to be in second place? I want to be first place. You know what I mean? And it's got these stickers here. Planet Doom, Anti-Sixers. Pretty much it's got everything from the film onto here. So that's what's inside. And now I'm going to be swatching the colors to show you guys what I feel about this palette, and also to show you guys the beautiful colors that are in here. So I'm going to start off by removing the plastic backing that it has covering the eyeshadows. And let's get down to business. Alright, I'm going to swatch this color, Heavy Metal. I don't know why they call it Heavy Metal. Did they actually name this color after the musical genre or after the film Heavy Metal, which came out in 1981? I don't know. Let me swatch this color. It's a beautiful purple, metallic-y purple. And let's see how it looks like. This is very pigmented. Got a lot on the brush. So let's see how it looks. I'm going to swatch it on my hand. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's kind of very clear. I don't know, it looks very pigmented on the brush, but on my hand, on my skin, it looks quite clear. It's not really that pigmented, but it is quite shiny and metallic-y. It's a very nice purple if you like light colors. So it's very light, as you can see here, very light purple, like a lavender almost, with some glitter on it. Alright, next up we have Joystick. Let me take a little bit of that on my brush and let me swatch it for you guys. As you can see, it's no different from Heavy Metal. It's quite shimmery. It's very clear blue, like a baby blue. Has a lot of glitter on it. Very clear eyeshadow. Very clear. Now I'm going to swatch this black called 8-Track. This is very pigmented. It's more pigmented than the other two colors. It's kind of like a gray. Looks more like a gray, but it is black enough. It's very black, and it's very dark. You can see here it's very dark. Ashy, it's like an ashy black color. Now the next color is called Hacker. This is like a champagne kind of color. It is quite clear and metallic-y. Very metallic-y. Not that pigmented though, but it is metallic-y and shimmery. Next up, I'm going to swatch this beautiful aquamarine color called New Wave, named after the musical genre that was popular in the 80s, New Wave, and part of my username, huh? This is very pigmented. Look at that. The others weren't so pigmented, but this one, let's see. Oh wow, this is very pigmented. Wow, look at that. It is quite flaky. The formula is quite flaky, as you can see here. But it is very pigmented and has a beautiful aquamarine color. Now I'm going to try 3-dimensional, this shimmery, glittery white color here. Actually, it looks very silvery. This is like a silver color. Look at that. It is quite pigmented, very shimmery. I would use this for a space look. Look how beautiful that is. Now I'm going to try Robotica. This orange-red shade. Let me swatch some more. This is like an orange-red color. How disappointing. It is clear like the other ones. It's not very pigmented. Now I'm going to try Synergy, this lime green color. Is this color named after, if you guys know the show Gem from the 80s, did they name this color after Gem's holographic computer program, Synergy? I wonder. This is an 80s inspired movie. Alright. This is the color on the brush. It's not very pigmented. It's very, very light. Most of these colors are light. Not very pigmented, see? And now I'm going to swatch the final color, High Fidelity, which is this light yellow color. Not that yellow, not that pigmented, it's very light, just like the other ones. They're all very, very light. Then you have to apply more color. If you want it to be more pigmented, you have to keep on applying more and more, and that kind of sucks. I wish the formula was more pigmented. Alright everyone, I'm kind of disappointed with the colors in this palette, except for New Wave, which turned out to be more pigmented than the others. But these colors are very, very, very light, very shimmery. It takes a lot of application, and that really sucks. But what do you expect for a cheap Hot Topic budget palette such as this one? And you guys may have noticed that I didn't use this brush for this video because I'm not a fan of the brushes that come with these palettes. They're quite cheap, but what can you expect for a regular, $12 palette? Overall, I think the design and the packaging of this palette is very well made. It's very creative. It has that 80s nostalgic feel. It's got these beautiful, vibrant neon colors, and it has the grid, and has all of these things pertaining to the film and whatnot, but the colors are quite disappointing except for New Wave. I would give this palette a 5.5 out of 10 simply because of the lack of pigmentation in the colors. The formula of the eyeshadows are quite cheap. But what do you expect for a budget Hot Topic palette? I wish they would have made the colors more pigmented and so on and so forth. But the design is very beautiful, and I highly recommend this palette for anybody who likes Ready Player One, who actually saw the film, who likes 80s inspired stuff. And if you're a video game geek like me, then this eyeshadow palette is definitely for you. Or if you just like the film, the novel, and you just want to use this, or you want to keep it as a collectible, then you're welcome to buy this. So I would not recommend this palette for everyday use because the colors, like I said, are not that great. But I highly recommend you guys use the Eyes on the 80s eyeshadow palette from BH Cosmetics, because this palette is sort of similar to this one. It's got more colors and the pigmentation is a lot better. So this palette, I'm probably going to pair these two up when I do my 80s look, you know what I mean? This isn't the only item that I got from Hot Topic from Ready Player One. Actually, I'm thinking of buying the sports two-piece, the sports bra and the capri pants from this movie because it also has Art3mis on it. So I'm kind of happy that Hot Topic is going out of their way to make these items inspired by the film because I really enjoyed the film, and I also am dying to read the novel by Ernest Cline. And it just, sparked my interest in retro video games and 80s pop culture and so on and so forth, and the future basically in virtual reality. I hope you guys enjoyed this Ready Player One eyeshadow palette review. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Comment if you'd like. Tell me what your favorite part of Ready Player One was. Also, tell me what your favorite character in Ready Player One is. And of course, as always, please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more 80s inspired videos, such as this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. So, later.